doing? Welcome to another day of movement and welcome to your practice. Today we're going to be having a little focus on the shoulders and the upper back, just releasing any tension that may be in those places. So come to sit in any comfortable seated posture. You can sit back on the heels or maybe sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position, somewhere where you can sit up, right? Spine lengthening and still maintain a pretty relaxed and easy posture. Beginning by closing the eyes, just bringing your body into stillness. Taking the awareness of the breath to the backs of the shoulders, to the center of the upper back, in between the shoulder blades. Without moving, without doing anything, just see if you can create a little bit more space and expansion in that area. Keeping the awareness on the breath, keeping the awareness on the shoulders. You can open the eyes or you can keep the eyes closed or you can open them. Just going to begin to make circles with the shoulders. So start off really easy and keeping your awareness on how the shoulders feel, bringing a little element of movement in them. Awareness on the breath and the movement of the shoulders. And we'll take the circles the opposite direction, just making them as big or as small as feels good for your body today. You might notice maybe some small differences between the two sides. Maybe one is a little bit more tight, just noticing how they feel. And then we bring the shoulders back down, draw them away from the ears. We take the right hand and just place the hand on the top of the side of the head. Left ear is going to draw down towards the left shoulder. We're not pulling the head down with the hand, just let the weight of the hand rest on the head. Right shoulder is going to draw down away from the right ear. Take the awareness of the breath to the right side of the neck. So really not tensing at all. See if you can relax. After a couple breaths, the more you're able to release, you might feel the stretch intensifying, going deeper down into those muscles. And you're dropping the chin slightly forward. Just notice how that changes the stretch in the neck. So reaching behind the neck, upper shoulder area. And then taking the left hand off of the head, neck back to center. We're going to do the same thing on the second side. So dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder. Right hand's going to just rest on top of the head. Begin to draw that left shoulder down away from the ear. Awareness of the breath to the left side of the neck. Feel the stretch deepening. And maybe we bring the chin slightly in toward the chest. See how that feels. Keeping the awareness on the stretch, on the breath. And then we release the hand and bring the neck back to center. And just move about the shoulders any way that feels good. Do a simple twist, right hand on the left knee, left hand behind the back. And then twisting the opposite direction, left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Back to the other side. And back to the other side. From here we're going to come onto all fours. So you're welcome to place a little bit of padding under the knees if you need to, a blanket, or fold your mat. You're going to spread the fingers wide, take weight into the fingertips, wrists directly underneath the shoulders, and knees underneath the hips. Just taking a couple breaths here, neutral, press firmly down through the fingertips, press the tops of the feet firmly into the floor. Neck is super relaxed. Just a little lift in the upper back, so we're not curling and rounding, but just kind of press the upper back down away from the floor. As you inhale next, lift the left hand up, just coming into a little twist. And exhale, bring the hand down and off to the right side slightly. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lower, little twist to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. This time we're gonna slide that left hand all the way underneath the right arm and let the left shoulder rest on the floor. Head rests on the floor. And you can take that right hand behind the back and maybe find the waist, find the hip, or just keep that right hand resting on the floor for support. Staying connected to the breath, staying connected to how the body feels in this pose, especially the upper back and the shoulders. And with the right hand, we're gently going to press ourselves back up, back onto all fours. We'll do the same thing on the second side. So as you inhale, pressing down with the left hand, right hand lifts up, chest lifts, and exhale, right hand kind of just off to the side slightly. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, lower. See if you can move the spine a bit with the breath, making the movements fluid. Exhale, you twisting slightly. Inhale, twisting to the right. And exhale, lowering. Last one. Inhale, lift up, find length. And as you exhale, this time the right hand is going to come all the way down. Palm faces upward and right shoulder comes to the floor. Side of the head rests on the floor. And again, you're welcome to keep the left hand here. You can stretch it out overhead, get a little bit of a deeper stretch. If you want it to go into the twist, then you take the hand back around behind the back. Wherever you are, bringing the body to stillness, feeling the pose. Stay connected to the breath. And then we bring the left hand down, back near the head, gently press yourself up, coming back onto all fours. Walking the hands just a little bit away from the shoulders, so maybe about a foot away, maybe a little more. We're gonna keep the hips over the knees and come down to like a down dog upper back. So forehead comes to the floor. Maybe walking the hands forward and just firmly pressing the palms into the floor. Shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. Soften the belly, soften the chest. On your next inhale, lifting the head, bringing the forearms to the floor, and we're going to just lower the whole body onto the floor, coming into Sphinx pose. So again, elbows directly underneath the shoulders, forearms pressing into the floor. Hips pressing down, belly pressing down, chest lifts up, just gazing forward. As you exhale, maybe look over the right shoulder towards your feet behind you. Inhale back to center, and then exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. As you inhale, lifting the chest through. And as you exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, lifting. This is a great way to strengthen the shoulders. Exhale, lower the forehead. Even if the forehead doesn't come to the floor, just drop the head. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, forehead towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up. This time as you exhale, we're gonna just bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Gently press yourself up, coming back onto all fours. We'll do a couple cat-cows just to stretch out the upper back. As you inhale, lift. As you exhale, curl. Back lifts, chin tucks, tailbone tucks. Inhale. Exhale. Noticing the spine, especially the upper back, the shoulders, the space between the shoulders. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Just moving the body about here. Bending one knee at a time. And then bring the knees to the floor. We're going to come back and lay all the way down onto the floor. We're gonna start by extending the right arm out to the side. Left fingertips are gonna stay on the floor. And try to get the right shoulder down on the floor and then begin to roll onto the right side of the body. So your left foot may lift up, toes behind you, and with the left hand, just press into the floor and draw the left shoulder back. This is a really, really nice stretch for the right shoulder. Just take care, go in slowly, and don't go in too far. You feel the stretch in the shoulder, then stop. Pause there, breathe. Breathe into that right shoulder. Where you feel the tightness, where you feel the resistance, take your breath there. Create a little more space. And then coming rolling back to center. Bring that right arm in. This time we extend the left arm out to the side to see if you can get that left shoulder down to the floor. Right hand comes in and begin to roll onto the left side. So you're plugging the left shoulder in, left palm firmly on the floor. Right foot kind of steps over. Just keep the neck relaxed. And really only go far into this twist as feels good. With your right hand, you can use it to press yourself further or support yourself, take yourself out. So really just leaning off to the left side as far as you want to feel the stretch in the shoulder. And instead of going so far and tensing up the shoulder, stay in the place where you're able to let the shoulder be relaxed and release yourself into the stretch. And coming back to center. Both palms underneath the chest, gently press yourself back up. And come all the way up to sitting again. Any comfortable seated posture. We'll just ease out the shoulders. We'll make some big circles. Going one way, going the other way. Taking a little twist from side to side. Realigning the spine. And that's all we have time for today. Thank you once again for joining me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.